hope that regardless if it's a female or a male, that, you know, the best officials are recognized for their talent and what they do on the field.
That was Sarah Thomas right before she became the first woman to officiate an NFL game in 2015. Now she's set to make history again this weekend. Postseason, people, by becoming the first woman to officiate an NFL playoff game. Here to talk about it, Fox News Headlines 24/7 sports reporter Jared Max. This is huge. This was my dream to do this job. I'm quite serious about that. I did sports for Fox for many years. And this is huge for women and for everybody.
Everybody. Harris, what if I told you you could still do this job? If you consider this, Sarah Thomas was a college basketball player. She didn't know anything about football. She was on the phone with her brother one night, and he was going to a meeting about officiating football. And she said, can girls go? And he said, I guess so. Next thing she knows, she goes in, she finds out, she goes through all the work and learns the sport of football, and eventually becomes a referee full-time. First one. She did high school for 11 years in Mississippi, then became the first woman ever to referee a major college football game, then a bowl game, and then the NFL. And while she's an amazing trailblazer, she doesn't see herself as that. And I think most people who come from a minority background and become a trailblazer don't do it to be a trailblazer. She just wants to do the job.
She loves it.
She loves it.
I love football too.
She broke a bone in her wrist in a game.
We have a picture of that. That was from a couple of years ago.
Just in December, in a Vikings-Packers game. And
her hand is under there somewhere.
She was out. They checked her for a concussion, and then she came back into the game. She just wants to be one of the guys, so to speak.
Let me go serious and where the NFL is right now, though. They've had some women problems. So I'm curious to know, is the Sarah Thomas factor catching on? Is she making a difference in terms of more women being brought into the NFL in all different ways? Their domestic violence track record and what you do to a player and who's caught with that and so on and so forth has really been bumpy, uneven, and embarrassing for the NFL at times.
And we've learned by this point that the NFL is by far from being proactive. They're reactive in these situations. We saw it with Ray Rice. We saw it again recently with Kareem Hunt of your favorite team, the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, tell everybody.
They have a big game coming up this weekend. But you want to know what? Yeah, doors are opening. Terry Valenti is a replay official, and she's going to become the first female replay official to do a playoff game, and she'll be on that Chiefs Colts game. Maybe she could do a little something for the Chiefs.
Tell me about Sarah Thomas, though, and who she is on the field.
On the field, she's another official. She's a down judge for her second year now. She had been a line judge previously, and she's going to be working part of the crew in this game, the Chargers-Patriots game, where she's going to be a down judge. And she's considered, you know, one of the better people at what she does in the NFL. And she's highly respected. Fathers on the sidelines, men come up, they say, thank you. You give my daughter an opportunity and something to look forward to.
So we see her go to work in that Patriots-Chargers game this weekend, postseason, and we see Jared Max, and listen to him, I should say, Sirius XM, right?
Sirius XM 115, Fox News Headlines.
Thank you, my friend.
Great to see you, Harris.
Happy New Year. I'll be right back.